So once you find your broken wire or faulted wire, the next thing you want to do is make sure you have a good splice to fix that. First thing you want to grab is your potato peeler. And I am not very good at this. I admit it. I always press too hard and I cut the inside insulation. You just want to press hard enough to get the outside off, but not touch the inside. So I'm going to try my hand at it, but I'm not. Okay. Oh! Not too shabby. Once you peel that side, some guys like to peel the other side. I don't, because in my opinion that's just an added risk of messing up the potato peeler the second time around. So I only do one side and then I pull the wire through it. Once you have your exposed wires, you need your strippers, wire strippers. I prefer these ones. A lot of guys will use the small guys. I'm not sure where mine are right now. I like these ones because they work nice and they have a big bull nose so I can twist the wires on them. A lot of guys will crimp the outside jacket and just tear it off. Consultants in the industry and Rainbird themselves will say that is a bad way to do that. When you pull the wire instead of pulling the wire, you are causing little nicks on the copper itself or the metal itself. Over time those things can wiggle and break and snap. I think we've all reached into a valve box, grabbed a splice and had the Mirette break off right in our hand. That is generally caused by a bad installation practice or a bad repair on a splice. So next question, do I twist these on with my bull nose or your lineman pliers, or do I just use the Mirette and twist it on? Use your pliers. Paul uses his pliers. You use your pliers. It actually, I use my pliers as well. I'll twist it on. It actually depends on the Mirette you're using. These 3Ms, they say you can just twist on, and then when you're twisting, it actually tightens it up anyways. I always just do it myself, because then I know. So put a nice twist on it. But honestly, it depends on what kind of Mirette you're using. Some say you have to twist them with your pliers. Others just say use the Mirette itself. Once I know I have a good connection, I grab a Mirette, which are in here. Like it says on the back, these ones you can just use the Mirette to twist the wires together. Thread my Mirette on. Make sure it's nice and tight. They'll always say pull it. Make sure it's not coming apart. When you have solid wire with your multi or your stranded wire, I always do the stranded wire last. Wrap it around the outside of the solid wire and then make a connection, and then I pull that solenoid wire, make sure it doesn't come out. Next question. This is a grease tube. This is my water sealant, basically. I don't want any water getting in this connection. How far into this do I put this? It's not a trick question. It is all the way in there. I don't know how many times we only have this much wire sticking out of the ground and we just put this on like that and think that's good enough. I see it every day almost. That you might as well not even use this because it's not doing anything. The other side of the thing is if this is upside down and you don't push it all the way in, now you've created a nice bucket for water just to sit in all the time. So yeah, you want to push that all the way in. What's happening as you push, it's actually coming over the top of the Mirette and sealing it up nice and good. Next question. If my wire is not strong enough and I can't push it into there, can I use a small screwdriver to get the rest of the way? I say no. Because, no, not necessarily. What happens is, and if you do, try and spin it, I guess, is what I would say. But I've seen it, and now if you use a screwdriver to push it in the rest of the way, you've created a nice tunnel for water just to go directly to the end of the Mirette. and do the same function inside this grease cap. Because these most of the time don't sit high and dry. They're generally underwater.